Hello there, and welcome to Africa. No, it's Dantooine here. This is Dantooine Clearing, which Hunters made as a rebuild of African Clearing that they get in Age of Empires 2. It's a really fun map, really enjoy that one. And excited to see it in GBG. It's pretty much looks like a pretty good sort of one for one, really. Dantooine's kind of a planet that's kind of has those sort of vibes. It's like loads of food and stuff, so it's a good fit. And the way that this works is who's fighting there? Hunter and Arnie sort of griefing one another right now with their workers. But the way this map works is pretty much carbons all around the outside. The inner part of the map's meant to be really where all the food spawns, but it's hard to control that, I think, with GBG, with the tools that are available to you in the map creation in GBG. The AoE guys got a lot more. And all your workers spawn isolated away from one another. And you've got enough to build a command center, so you're basically just going to pick where you want to have your base. And ideally, you want to make use of all this food that spawns in the center, but also not be too far from the carbon on the outskirts. Because the carbon in the center is a little bit sparse, it's not that efficient. You see, it's like a couple of trees here and there, right? And you can see where people are gonna... There's also lots of galvas, and AoE it's sheep, and they use these to scout, but for us, we can build medics, and we can also put these bad boys into the nursery and get some passive food income. And I think only really one of the civs can do that in AoE, and they just clearly stole it from GBG. Let's be honest, guys. I got Arnie, he's going to put his base here, and his teammate in this game is going to be Russian Blunt, so it's going to be a 2v2v2 here. His teammate Blunt's over here. He managed to set himself next to his rival, Lucky Ashman. The old rivalry here going to be full effect, but Ashman brought backup. He's got his teammate Jort here. And then we've got Attack or Die, and we got Hunter here. And Hunter very near Arnie here. Hunter with the purple, the Naboo. We've got Attack here. He's got the New Republic. Confederacy for Blunt. Trade Federation for Ashman here in the orange. Jort get the Wookiees, and Arnie Imperial Rep. Nobody got Gungans, which would have been insane on this map, like looking at some of these spots. And I think down here, this is the god spot right here. Right next to the carbon, and so many ponds and animals and stuff as well. And oh, Arnie managing to swipe that Ronto from near Hunter's command center here. I go for that one over the one that's nearest him, so you can try and deny that from him. Does have the basic training. Oh, he's going down. Is he going down? Oh, I think he's about milliseconds from getting slapped again. So a successful heist. Doesn't have to worry about a scout coming, but he's gonna repair it a little bit. He's got some anxiety about that 4 HP worker. Got a Rono right here. A lot of Ronos to grab up. Lots of food. Big fun. Get those faster T2s, or get stuck into maybe that mounty aggression. We'll see what people want to do. Could even do like turret rushes and stuff like that. I mean, there's going to be lots of ore on the map to just grab up when you want. And in some cases, when you're like this close proximity as well, like you can start building your first turret, like in range of your own CC, which is practically encroaching on his base anyway, and then leapfrog it, right? Guarantee this turret guarantees the next turret, etc. Put the pressure on that way. Attack's really got the comfiest spot right now. He's in his own little world up here, which is probably going to suit him. And down, we have Arnie, just grab some food, getting some really long distance carbon right now, because he didn't really choose any like stragglers near him. That's another thing that people have not quite gotten right here, maybe. Attack's got a lot of stragglers. He's got a really nice spot, somewhat. Getting some Ronto. He's got some shore fish in range. He's getting these trees as well. I think ideally you want to find like a food source that doesn't cost you any carbon, really. Then you can use your initial carbon to get a carbon processor. However, it's a little bit complicated, I think, when you want to build a nursery. So you maybe got a long distance to get your carbon processor if you've gone for the nursery first. Then once you've got your carbon, then you can go for food processors and stuff in like some of these really nice spots that you've not put your CC down in. I definitely rather long distance the carbon than long distance my food, so I think like finding spots like this and putting your CC around or between lots of ponds is the way to go. Is that 2 Rontos in that spot? Just one there. I think it's just one. Everyone here's had a Ronto, magically. There's a second one for Blunt though. And you get people stealing their Rontos from one another. I believe there was one here that Ashman managed to get. It could have been any player's Ronto. This one as well. Ashman getting that. He's going to kill it right here. So he stopped attacking. The discipline. Oh. Calculated. Troop center down for Blunt here. Nothing from Jor. I assume he's going to be the pocket here for Ashman. Ashman on the wing, but their carbon's going to be very close to each other. I mean, like, Russian could get some really good value harass here, just dipping and diving between the two. He certainly knows about it. He sees it with his medic there that he's used for scouting. Troop center going down here. Yeah, I think everyone's pretty much going TC. Probably Mounties, either for offense or for defense, really. And that would probably end up kind of being the meta for us, I guess. It's sort of similar to what they do with scouts, I suppose, but I don't know if anyone's really finding a position where they feel they can just go T3 blindly. Mounties are maybe a little bit more destructive than the scouts are in AoE. Because I think their workers are all Rambo. Really nice few pawns down here. Should have kept his eco going. Here we go. See where people stand. Like Jordan Hunter there, 22. Oh, you guys are 21. Actually, is Hunter on his way to T2? Yeah, he is. Oh, at the same times? Ah, it's just started there. Sometimes this thing doesn't update as much. So is anyone like really in the lead here? Jordan Hunter very comparable. Oof, Arnie 600 food down. Don't know if they chose the best starting spot. Like, I go for that troop center. They're not down in workers or anything like that, but I mean, like in total resources, they're quite down there. What happened with their nurse rate? Did they not get a lot of nerfs? They did get 10. Maybe it took a while to find them. They haven't paid off just yet. Just starting T2 now. Go for a trooper recruit. Maybe just playing defensive. Should be able to catch up though. Like the 10 nerfs are pretty good. Should have a look and see who's got what. That's 6 for Jordan. Oh, Russian. Who are you fighting, Russian? Are you fighting Ashman, or is Ashman not worth your time here? You're going straight for Jort here, knocking him off his Nova. Jort maybe going to try and wall things out here. I don't know if I can cover this and check all the nurseries. Blunt's got 7. Attack's got 9. Hunter's got 10. So him and Arnie are very comparable there. Let's get back to the Russian Blunt. The rush here is always T2 as well. We're going to get a trooper. Got 5 troopers out as well. Benefit from this. Jart. Look at Jart. Going to make like a turret that covers Ashman's workers here. And he walls it in too, so Russian can't actually get it, but he could stand about here. And for whatever reason, Ashman's going to run away from the safety of the turret that his teammate is building him into the wilderness to be hunted down here, I guess. I'm not sure about this move. Oh, is he going to make it back to CC though? Russian's not quite on top of him here, and he hasn't made any more troopers. He's garrisoned here, attacking with his command center against the prefab. What has he got there? And he's got troopers inside the command center? Just the 2. Has anything happened over here? Yeah, some troopers heading towards Hunter. Got a nice wall here. Someone who's played African Clearing before, right here. He knows what's up. Attack on it, not get this wrong to it yet. There's a mech factory. Some Mounties heading towards Hunter's base. Hunter's base? Arnie's base. It's tricky to follow all this at the same time. Even worse if attack was up to shenanigans as well. A bit of food denied there, and Russian getting some really good value, like just sort of harassing both these guys. Got Ashman eating the ore here. Enjoy it. Getting a turret. Is that attack with random mounties showing up down here? It's like the other two teams fighting here and he's just getting involved as well. And his teammates over here fighting Arnie. He's trying to find some angling, but there really wasn't anything to... You could... Maybe you can get in the minimum turret range now. But the medic from scouting, that's going to help out heal the units. What about Hunter? Not quite clicked the button for T3 yet. Arnie 3 TC. Going real hard on the T2. The heavy mounties. Go for the mass heavy mounties. Did have that Nova close, never had to get the Nova processor for it. And he is in Shorefish Utopia here as well, which is going to be really good food income. They got a pretty fast gather rate. I'm going for the gate here. And I don't know, Hunter might need like a second turret or something. He has a spaceport. He is on. Oh, he's got ore right next to CC. That'll help. I mean, this could get out of control real quick. The aggression's period. Russian Blunt is just. He's like, all right, I know what's coming for me. Jort's T3. I didn't kill them in my rush. I'm going to Arnie land here. And Arnie going for the workers here at the command center, just diving through. The command center DPS is not really enough to clear these out quick enough, so he's pretty much going to stop all the gathering here. At the time being. And he's maybe trying to delay him getting like any more turrets or something like that. Hunter's halfway to T3. Arnie's going to get in here, and he's lucky Arnie doesn't have like +1 damage yet on these guys. No war center yet. Nice little wall here for the prefabs. Oh, the troops have come out of the troop center though. I'm going to shave down a lot of these mountie numbers. They're not going to win it though. Maybe could have shot the troopers first. And then kited the mounties a bit. Like up against the buildings, get some better value there. Oh, the nerfs are out. There was what, 10 nerfs in that nursery? He's going to keep 7 of them. Arnie might kill them though. Certainly wants them. Russian Blunt moving in here. And we do have attack who's T3 and should really be helping Hunter. There you go. There's one fighter, but absolute chaos for Hunter's workers right now. Trying to punch the mounties to death. Hello? There we go. So where's Arnie at with his eco? Because he does have some farms down. Can he get to T3? Well, he's pumping them. Pumping out the anti-air troopers. He wants to keep the aggression going. Doesn't want to let his foot off the pedal here until maybe on the way to T3. And then some bombers. Gonna be knocking things down here. Russian Blunt to get to T3 though. That's nice. So he can just build the CC here. Doesn't need to have his first one deleted. Attack. Pushing Arnie away from Hunter here, but Hunter definitely shell-shocked by that. A lot of, I think all his galvas are dead. No more nursery income. Attack needs to get a lot more air than that out, I think, if he wants to do some damage back to these guys. It would be hard pressed for the anti-air troopers to like cover all of this. See what Jordan Ashman get up to now. Since they've gotten rid of Blunt from this area. Jordan's strike mechs are scouting around. Don't know what he knows about the map. He knows where attack is. Attack did sort of get involved there. Maybe he's Fortress trying to go down here for Hunter, but he just doesn't have enough troops to guarantee it, and Attack not really helping here either. Bit of failed communication between the two. Not able to coordinate. Too much anti-air apparently, according to Attack. He's got 3 fighters at home, 2 airbase. Now trying to force it with 2 fighters. Why is Hunter running back? This is a disaster in terms of coordination between these two. Arnie on the way to T3 out. No. Still not got the food really. I'm gonna get stuck into all these. Tons of Nova. Gonna be pushing with more anti-air troopers, heavy mounted troopers. Trying to kill Hunter off here. But the strike mech gonna be hard to micro that against the double heavy mounty though. Where's George? Here's the strike mechs finally finding somewhere. Starting to build some vision all around the map, some sentry posts, and he's got a medic out here. Got Galva on watch, Watchman Galva. Attack sending some strike mechs here as well. Probably better to just stick to the fighters though. Clear up that attack. Arnie's certainly making sure that they're just never attacking back, really, are they? They're stuck trying to clean up all the units here. But still not quite on the way to T3. I do sort of worry for him. Maybe strikes coming this way. He's kind of just lucky that Attack's just not quite gotten like 10 fighters together, you know? And gone and raided them. Jort's not putting any pressure on them yet, or it's just starting now, as he's found them with a sensor post. But those strikes are not going to do too well, just 2 of them here with a lot of heavy mounties with +1 damage. But these ones finding Russian Blunt's second command center. Tough from here. Ash been making a lot of mounties to clean up these buildings, but not much else. Is he still T2? Oh, he is. Just get himself to T3, catch back up, get the economy going and stuff. And yeah, strikes are just not going to be very good against like a lot of bounties until you have like tons of strikes, and then they'll just crush them if you micro. But let's get an attack where his air is. A valid question. A B-win? A V-win? I feel like that unit's terrible. Not sure what the point of it is. There's not a lot of fighters. Any more harass? Russian punching down that sensor post. Maybe harassing bombers from Jort, maybe. Arnie's just on the T2 challenge, man. Spaceport coming down though. Maybe you're gonna buy some food. These workers are a little bit idle. And in comes Hunter again with some more strike mechs. Just no upgrades for them though. I don't rate them against like T2 upgraded units, you know, no like range and stuff. Like ideally these can be on 8 range, and that really helps when they're dealing with these units that want to close the gap. The armor as well, going to be super beneficial. And they're both attacking at the same time, not really coordinated though, like attack flying straight into the anti-air. Gonna force it. But he's not quite focusing the anti-air and loses all of his air. It's almost like if Hunter was over here and attack was over here, this would go much better. No anti-air with these grenade troopers and mounties. Here comes Jort. He's got the harassing bombers here, but there's a turret. Oh, not quite in range though. Strike Mike's getting on top. What's Hunter doing here? He's got a second CC down. Quick look, see where we are with workers and stuff. Oh my, Jort's a little bit in the lead there, guy. Just a little bit in the lead. Arnie's keeping Hunter an attack down with him, but he's comparable there on his 1 CC. Not really losing workers too much. Russian Blunt though, he's picking up. Actually second for workers. After his big migration too. Just to show you what kind of happens in these kind of games if you can stay out of trouble for a while. Like Jort and Blunt now. Like Jort is bringing the trouble to Blunt. But 100 workers, damn. Yeah, he's looking primed. He's an air civ too. He could go for like T4 air and bomb everyone or something. But oh, ethical gameplay. Troop centers and a research center. Like no repeaters or like some big mass mounties or something. He has a lot of farms. A good map for attacking all his walls and sensor towers. This could be his home. Dantooine Clearing. Oh, somebody eat these shorefish, man. They look great. I want to see how powerful gun guns would be on this map. Like, I think it'd be pretty potent. You're just ignoring all the Rontos. Just munching all shorefish. Should build some units out now. A-mobiles, MDs. Arnie hits T3. There you go. Was he up to... Lucky get there? You did. 38-minute T3. Welcome. Welcome to the world of T3. Second command centers could be yours. Oh, heavy weapons factory though. Is it going to be artillery? Or A-mobiles? Attacks back with a few more fighters, but never really more than 8. And Jort hitting T4. And they gotta be feeling bad that Jort's sitting T4 while they're getting like raided here. Arnie just gonna say GG. Just gonna resign. They're all resigning. They're all just giving up there? Just because he's T4? And he is pretty ahead. But he's not going for the air. Maybe they just assumed that he was going to air them. I don't know. But that team's out, I guess. Not wanting to fight. Jort has the artillery and the troopers an attack in his sights here. Heavy troopers, a few more upgrades and stuff to go. Ashman still, oh, he's fine. That was his moment where he finally got rid of Russian Blunt here from his lands. Advanced mounted troopers. I think that's all he's really been doing. He has some CCs now though. Getting his worker count up. Well, Jort about to bring war to Hunter and attack here. 2v1. Right, go. Aggroing so many units by just running a few strike max past. It's going to be a strong army once it's online. Wookiee artillery, Wookiee repeaters. Real strong composition. Jordan not quite there yet. Where's he at with his workers now? Is he at full boom? 149. There he is, full boom basically. He can grab up pretty much all the resources on this side. All this Nova that he needs. Ore and stuff to build shields. Turrets and fortresses and whatnot. Hunter and attack, a lot more tenacious than the other team here. They're going in. Gonna try and raid him. But might change their tune when the army hits the door. Not a lot of anti-air here, but it's enough. It's enough for such few units. Jar can pretty much afford to just pump out some MDs at home, chase these around. He's not bothered. It's not going to stop his push. And this is kind of the nature of these games. Like, even in, like, Age of Empires, this is kind of what can happen. Is someone gets the boom off, gets the sort of late game composition out, and, you know, that'll be it. But the fights before then are, that's where the map's at, right? A little fighting between Hunter and Arnie. An attack sort of helping. Not quite bringing all his fighters together. 10 plus 1 range on the artillery, 60 health on the repeaters. Nothing from the B-wings though. Well, plenty of AA. Now what can they do? Hunter can try and boom up a bit and get some air out or something like that. Like Naboo attackers would be good. They'd crush this army. Wookiees don't really get the best anti-air mobiles either, so they're kind of set up to rely on interceptors, I would say. What's Ashman gonna do? He's still just building workers right now, vibing. Draw out here. Where's that 12 range though? Sieging away at attack space. I mean, they still have plenty of time to maybe get their economies in check. Put up a defense against this. Hunter does hit T4. Or maybe gonna have to start slamming down some turrets or something. Think about the problem that Naboo could pose to him there with some air. See 3 air bases, this one not powered though. What are Hunter's plans? Some Crusaders, fast fighter, armoured plate work on the unpowered air base. I think what he really needs to do is get taxation, get efficient manufacturing, and just start pumping out those attackers at like, is it like 30%, 35% discount? They only really cost about 64 Nova or something like that, down from 100. I guess 65, maybe. Something like that. Full upgrades now for the Wookiee war machine. Rolling through things here. I just don't think the Crusaders are just not they're not the way. Not at all. It's got to be attackers, man. GG time. Probably, says Hunter. And if Hunter got out enough attackers, these AA mobiles are just, they're not it, man. He needs interceptors. Or he needs turrets. I'm going to attempt the attack here with just a few fast fighters that still don't have armor. There it is. It's finished now. You see, you don't want this though. You're giving the game away with just a few fighters. You gotta mass them up and then just show up. Crush the army. Say what now? In fact, trying to hide in the corners a little bit, but doesn't really have anything here. I've never seen attacks swing. Rare. John is killing off pretty quickly. Strike mechs and fast fighters. If only we just built attackers. Holocrons have not been grabbed up either. It's another thing. Really nice from the boot. This is better use of the Crusaders for sure. I'm going to try and raid here. But I think they're going to call it. Doesn't feel he's got the means to take down the army. Attack's dead, so that'll be the end of it. But yeah, it was entertaining for what it was. It's a shorter video, but I think it's the first Dantooine Clearing. Maybe there'll be more games in the future, I hope. I do hope to play this one. I quite like it. Just looks fun. I like the T1 aspects of it the most. Just managing your eco, finding a good spot and stuff. I think that's all enjoyable. And you know, building a good defensive base maybe to the woodline and stuff. If you like the content though, please consider liking the video, subscribe to the channel. If you want to pick up this map, you'll probably find it on our GBG Discord, which you'll find in the description field below, server invite for that. One for the Expanding France mod that we're playing on. A link for Voobly.com where you can play this game online as a multiplayer. It's like the old MSN gaming zone. And if you want to support the channel another way, maybe buy me a coffee. It's PayPal link down below in the description field. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care. Bye-bye.